Hey everyone, Justin from Core Performance here with a video on our all-new IcePlate sleeve and how to set it up for your needs, your mission, your application. So what is IcePlate sleeve? IcePlate sleeve is the all-new, beautiful laser cut version or successor to our venerable IMS Flex. IMS Flex was a great product, sold thousands and thousands of them. Everybody loved them, sold out, have, 60 or 70 five-star reviews, but it had some limitations, namely that it had fixed permanent attached MOLLE straps, which means you could only use it on the outside of your plate carrier, which means you could only take advantage of one of IcePlate's 4 highly differential qualities. IcePlate's 4 highly differential qualities are cooling, heating, hydration, and impact protection. IMS Flex only let you take advantage of hydration. What IcePlate sleeve does, as we'll show you in this video, is it allows you to capture all 4 of those benefits in an incredibly versatile, incredibly modular, scalable platform, and it delivers capabilities that lets you extract the full value of the weight of your water in ways that you couldn't do before, but for which IcePlate was always originally designed. So let's get right to it, okay? This is how IcePlate sleeve will come to you. This is what's in the package. So we're gonna go ahead and open this, this up here so that we can walk you through it, okay? So first up, you can see that IcePlate sleeve comes with 96 inches of one wrap. And we're gonna show you how to use this with the MOLLE and the hook and loop interface to be able to connect your IcePlate sleeve to your plate carrier very, very easily. And really in a lot of ways, it's an evolution of more traditional MOLLE and plays off of methods that were actually pioneered by First Spirit and HSGI with their one wrap applications in MOLLE, and we'll get to that and we'll show you how to do that. So that's what the one wrap is for. As with all of our products, you get a Core Performance sticker, so go ahead and rock the colors that way. And then we have the beautiful IcePlate sleeve. So IcePlate sleeve, as you can see, is laser cut, uses negative maps which promote ventilation and also make it extremely lightweight. What is a negative map? A negative map means that MAP stands for MOLLE attachment point. Negative MAP means that we are removing material from the product from the sleeve to be able to create MOLLE functionality. And that's what gives IcePlate sleeve as well as IcePlate EXO their unique see-through skeletonized look. And normally this isn't possible, but we're able to do this because the laminate that we use, our laminate is extremely strong, has a 600-pound tensile strength, hydrophobic, just incredible properties. Very difficult to build, very expensive to build, but it does allow us to do really neat things like this, so that when the IcePlate sleeve is up against your body, worn on the inside of the plate carrier, it does minimize surface area contact with the material, minimizes coverage, but facilitates ventilation and also allows you to mount things on it when you use it in an external configuration. The only thing that you will need, the only tool you will need if you are going for an external mounting is a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. You can see we have an IcePlate curve inside of an IcePlate sleeve. Collectively, this is known as the IcePlate sleeve combo. And we have an IcePlate EXO here. We're using 2 different colors to show contrast and make the video a little bit easier to see. Everybody who's familiar with IcePlate curve knows that it is the exact same geometry as a medium ESAPI plate, which means that IcePlate sleeve can hold either an IcePlate curve or it can hold a medium ESAPI plate. It's exactly the same thing, and just for demonstrations purposes, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Here's a medium ESAPI plate, and here's it going inside of IcePlate sleeve. Super easy, gives you some options and some versatility, because those of you that are familiar know that IcePlate curve is the same geometry, conformal to a medium ESAPI plate, making for the thinnest, most streamlined way to carry your water. So, how do you take advantage of IcePlate sleeve and how do you mount it? IcePlate sleeve is designed with the theory that we feel that hydration, cooling, heating, so thermoregulation in general needs to be as easy to change out as a magazine or as a placard, okay? And that's why we designed IcePlate sleeve the way we did. It's why it has hook on one side and it has loop on the other side, in addition to MOLLE on both sides. And it features these laser cut drink tube routing ports on the sides here, as well as the top here. The top drink tube routing ports are so that you can route your hose through IcePlate sleeve to take up extra slack if you're shorter like I am, or if for whatever reason you just want it to be a little tighter, you don't want it to interfere with slings or antennas or whatever it is that whatever you're running. These top routing ports are designed to give you an ability to contain hose and to manage the tube more effectively. So let's just assume for the minute that we're going to want to run IcePlate curve on the inside, or IcePlate sleeve on the inside. Super easy. So we want to make sure that the hook face is going to go against the inside of IcePlate EXO. So you can see I've just got a demonstration model here, no front plate. But you can see IcePlate EXO has loop fields on the inside of both plate bags. So what we're going to do here is lay it out. Okay, and then we are going to put IcePlate curve inside our IcePlate sleeve, like so. And then with the armor plate in your plate bag, you're just going to line up your IcePlate sleeve. You can see the hook and loop patterns are the same. You're just going to line that up with IcePlate EXO, sandwich, press, and you're done. That's literally all you need to do. You'll need to adjust your cummerbund to account for the shifting of your water from the outside of your plate carrier to the inside of your plate carrier, but that's super easy to do. And you only need to use the Velcro when you are carrying IcePlate sleeve on the inside of your plate carrier, because you're going to have the compressive force of the cummerbund and the plate carrier holding it in addition to the hook and loop, which is already really strong. And if those of you that understand the shear principles of Velcro, again, forgive the tripod interference, but Velcro is very strong like this, okay? So it's not going to peel apart. This is where Velcro is awesome, okay? But where Velcro is intentionally weak is like this, right? So it's very difficult when you're wearing IcePlate sleeve on the inside of your plate carrier to have this motion occur. In order for that to happen, basically your torso would have to be removed from the equation, which isn't going to happen. So that's how you mount IcePlate sleeve to the inside. Super simple. Okay, so we're back, and in this segment we're going to cover how to mount IcePlate sleeve to the outside of your plate carrier. To mount IcePlate sleeve to the outside of your plate carrier is super easy for like 95% of applications. Okay, so for 95% of applications, especially if you're running IcePlate EXO, which is how we're going to demonstrate it here, all you have to do is line up your Velcro fields with the Velcro on IcePlate sleeve with the Velcro fields on IcePlate EXO. And as you can see, the see-through skeletonized nature of the sleeves make it super easy, because all you do is line up the map holes, right? And then you press it down, and then you get IcePlate sleeve connected to your IcePlate EXO plate carrier. And super simple, okay? One thing you're going to want to do that I'm not showing in this video, just for the ease of demonstration and speed, is that you are going to want to route your hose through the drink tube routing ports before you put your IcePlate into the sleeve itself, okay? So this is good enough for 90-95% of most applications. You can just use the Velcro like that. Now, if you're running IcePlate EXO, then you also have the freedom and the choice, I guess I should say, to run your cummerbund on the inside or the outside, depending on what you want. So if you want to run on the outside, again, super easy. You just peel it off on the inside and you stick your cummerbund to the outside. And that's just if you want a little bit of peace of mind, you want the cummerbund to help secure IcePlate sleeve to the outside, then you can go ahead and run it this way. Now, if you are not running IcePlate EXO and you need to MOLLE IcePlate sleeve to your carrier, we're going to show you how to do that right now. So now you would grab your one wrap, and we send you 96 inches, which is a ton, and you're about to see why. But it's so that you can mess up, just in case you haven't done this before. You know, you don't have to contact us, or you don't have to to buy anymore. So I just grab one strip like this, okay? And you're going to want to remove your armor from your plate carrier. And then what we're gonna do is we're just going to run the one wrap through both carriers like this. Okay, so I was able to move the tripod out of the way, and now I was able to move it back real quick so that I can show you guys what I did here, okay? So it's super easy. If you want, you can break the one wrap into two sections. In fact, I'm gonna do that right now and just cut it into two to make it a little bit easier to see on camera and make it a little bit less unwieldy for the purposes of this video. So what I did is I just left the Velcro connecting IcePlate sleeve to my plate carrier, and then I wrapped the one wrap through the MOLLE on both sides. Let me pull the flap down. There we go. So hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, super, super easy. And then all I'm gonna do now is cut it. So I'm just gonna mark it here. Whoops, sorry. And that's literally it, okay? So what you can do, and the reason we did this is because of weight and water retention and complexity of freedom of choice, okay? So you can do as many of these MOLLE wraps, that's what we call them here, as many of these MOLLE wraps as you want. You can do one in each corner, okay? MOLLE wrap here, MOLLE wrap here, MOLLE wrap here, MOLLE wrap here. You can do them across the top, you can do them down the middle, you can do some combination thereof. Okay, we're back. So we're gonna, and this is hopefully very helpful so you guys can see how I did this. But you see, we just put this section of one wrap through the plate carrier and then through IcePlate sleeve, and this is it. Okay, so you can see here, it's basically 3 inches. Okay. So now you can basically take a ruler and you can measure out a bunch of 3-inch sections. I'm gonna do that right now. And then I'll show you guys one with the awkward tripod in place. Okay, so we just measure this, cut 3 inches. And then I've woven it through, I threaded it. There we go, let's see there, through, and then just wrap it, and we're done. I personally like to go this way so that the one wrap is closing in the downward motion, just my personal preference, and that's it, okay? So I also like to make sure that this tip tucks underneath the MOLLE so that when you're inserting your IcePlate sleeve, there's just no chance of it getting caught. So let's do another one again, so you guys can kind of see how this goes. That's it. Okay, now you can see, remember I only have 2 of these MOLLE wraps in here right now, but you'll be able to see that it's super, it's not pulling away at all. Okay, it's not going anywhere. So I could do a more violent demonstration, but I think you guys get the point. It's simply not going anywhere. It's locked down. Do as many of those as you want with only taking up 3 inches, and us giving you 96 inches of back-to-back, you can do like 30 of these things, and you'll be good to go. Make them 3 1/4 inches, 3 inches, whatever you want. Maybe 3 1/4 is probably a little better. You'll get a little bit more MOLLE tuck. This MOLLE wrap system is totally awesome. We dig it. We love how scalable it is. We love the freedom of choice that it gives you in deciding how much you want to, how secure you need to make your sleeve. Again, for 90-95% of applications, you don't really have to do a lot. 4 in the corners will do just fine. But if you are doing any type of serious operation under canopy with heavy loads, maybe you know, lashing some stuff to the outside of your IcePlate sleeve, AT4s, once you know radio, anything heavy, a mortar base plate, then yeah, you might want to go ahead and use a little bit more MOLLE wrap. But for the rest of us, you know, on a basic control, 4 corners will probably do the job, and then scale it as you see fit. Again, any questions, hit us up, let us know. Hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for joining. Till next time, stay frosty.